Hello everyone, my name is rirozizo and today I'm gonna teach you how to install the 5.1 OTA on the Nexus 4 coming from 5.0.2. This will be a quick video on how to install the OTA and root 5.1. So what I first did was download the factory images that are LRX22C, which are based on Android 5.0.2 lollipop. These are the factory images that you download and flash to go back to stock ROM. I'm already on the stock ROM and I have all my apps installed and all that. So, and I was already rooted and had many system changes. So, what I did was open up a command prompt here and hit ADB reboot bootloader. Okay, and then hit enter to make the phone boot to bootloader, and then hit fast boot flash system.image, which will flash the system partition to back to stock and will not wipe any user data. So your photos and videos and music and your apps and all the configuration of the apps, contacts, all will stay the same. Nothing will change really except the system, which barely has any user needed data. Also, what I did was fastboot flash boot.image because I had a custom kernel, so that will make me go back to the stock kernel so that it will flash the OTA update. And finally, I did flash recovery.image to go back to the stock recovery because no custom recovery will flash an OTA zip. Next, I went online and found the 5.1 OTA coming from the LRX22C, which was 5.0.2, and I downloaded the file, which was only 180 megs. So this is it, the LMY470 coming from LRX22C. This is the zip file we're gonna flash now. So what I did was open up a command prompt here and made sure that my phone is connected to the PC. I did ADB reboot recovery. If you're already in the bootloader, you just navigate from using the volume buttons and then hit the power button when it says recovery in red, I guess. So that will boot you to the Android stock recovery. So what we're gonna do is hold the power button, press and hold it, and then tap the volume up button. So press and hold power, then tap. This will bring up the stock recovery menu. Inside the stock recovery menu, there's apply update from ADB. So we're gonna highlight this using the volume key and then apply it using the power key. And then here in the command prompt, we're gonna type ADB sideload and then all the name of this. So instead of writing it all, I'm just gonna hit E and then tab, and then it will complete this for me. So I already did this, so I'm not gonna actually do it. It is a long process. It actually is a long process. It took about like 20 minutes to finish this all. It will feed it. It doesn't transfer the whole 180 megabytes in one push and then install. It actually feeds it gradually until it's done. I don't know how it works, but it just does. And then, of course, after booting, it will say optimizing apps and all that, which took about like 30 minutes because I have 200 apps, so whatnot. Okay, great. So now with that, we're already on 5.1. We are unrooted. We are completely unstock. We're basically noobs now. We're gonna learn how to root the 5.1 operating system. So I'm already booted into bootloader here. I'm already unlocked. So what we're gonna do here is I've downloaded a TWRP recovery here, which has multi-ROM built into it. I will open up a command prompt here and type fastboot flash recovery and then TWRP multi-ROM Marco whatever. So this will send the recovery and will write the recovery, and then it will install the recovery. So now what we're gonna do is press the volume down twice. Okay, so it says recovery mode in red, and then hit the power button. Okay, so now we're booted into the TWRP recovery. We're gonna transfer the Super SU zip file, Super SU flashable zip file from my PC to my phone. So we're gonna go to root binaries and flash the latest as of recording this video, which was 2.46. So I'm gonna open up a command window here. So now I'm gonna type adb push update 2.46 onto the phone storage, which is linked to SD cards. So there you go. I just did that. So now we don't need the PC anymore. I'm gonna hit install and then scroll down to update Super SU 2.46 and then just swipe. Okay, so it's done now. We have some errors, which was unable to mount USB OTG. Of course, I don't have any OTG. So I'm just going to reboot the system now. I just want to tell you that this whole thing is unscripted. I didn't write any script. I didn't even do it the first time. I didn't try it. This is the first time I root an Android 5.1. Once you know how the process works, from bootloader to recovery to flashing the root binaries, you'll eventually know how to root without any guides. So this is me doing this without following any guide. This is all by myself. I didn't follow any guide. I just got the work from the root guys and the recovery guys and just flashed them using what Google made into the Nexus 4 as a bootloader. Really, the process is really simple. I mean, I'm talking a lot now, but this is actually still not booting. So, because I flashed the root binaries, I guess it wiped the Dalvik cache or the art cache, and now it's optimizing my apps. So this will take a long time. I have 173 apps, and because it is art based and not Dalvik based, it will take a lot of time optimizing the apps. I'm just gonna go and drink some water. Of course, I probably even shouldn't have to tell you that you should have your battery charged up to maximum, and you should make sure your computer doesn't suddenly shut off while flashing the OTA or flashing the recovery or flashing the root or whatever, because you know a lot of stuff might happen. It's the usual disclaimer that I'm not responsible for anything you do or not do, and I'm not responsible for thermonuclear war and all that. So it finally booted now. Let's see, 33 minus 15, about 18 minutes for the optimizing apps to end. So now what we're gonna do is test out super user or root if it's working. So I'm just gonna open up the Super SU app to make sure it doesn't complain about anything, and it doesn't actually complain about anything. So I'm gonna do a quick test. I'm gonna plug this in, make sure I have USB debugging on, which already is. So what I'm gonna do is open up a command prompt anywhere and type adb shell. So we're in the shell or command prompt or terminal inside the device itself. So I'm gonna hit SU, and then so as soon as I hit enter doing the SU command, I'm gonna see a prompt here granting or denying root access to the shell. So as soon as I hit enter, you can see there's a prompt here. If I hit grant, you can see that the dollar changed into a hashtag. So now we have root access on Android 5.1 running on the Nexus 4. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video if you like the video. Please share the video so that everybody knows how to root Android 5.1, stock Android 5.1 on basically any Nexus device. This is rirozizo on how to install 5.1 OTA on the Nexus 4 and how to root the Nexus 4's 5.1 operating system, and I'll see you next time.